The University of Tennessee covers 600 acres of the city's downtown. It stretches about 1.25 miles from one end to the other. It can take a student who's physically fit up to 30 minutes to walk from one end of campus to the other end. For some faculty and staff and students, this time can be even longer. This is unfortunate because students only have 15 minutes to make it between each class. Students, especially those who struggle with limited mobility, struggle to get around the University of Tennessee's campus in a reasonable amount of time. Accessible routes are indirect and take a large amount of time to walk, while the buses provided by the school often get caught in traffic and are sometimes even slower than walking the same amount of distance. The university administrators know that they have a big campus and they wanted to try and help students get around. They employ a bus system for all students and a T-Link system for students who have a temporary injury or permanent disability that prevents them from being able to easily move around campus. Unfortunately, many of the students that we interviewed and surveyed reported that they were not likely to use the bus system or the T-Link system even if they were injured, due to the fact that it takes an extended amount of time to travel from one part of campus to the other. This is due to the fact that the buses are often getting caught in traffic, especially on Cumberland Avenue, and the T-Link system struggles with scheduling as each bus must be called immediately before it is used. Originally, we wanted to optimize the bus system to build off of the success that the administrators have already had in enabling the T-Link system. But once we were in the process of developing a re-innovation of the system, we determined that the university had already done as good of a job as they could with the road networks that they were given being part of downtown. We do have some recommendations for the late night and for the fort routes, which do travel off campus to improve safety and student access to those systems, but that doesn't really fix the problem of on-campus mobility. If we want to decrease travel time without changing the distance that needs to be covered by the students in the same amount of time, we have to help them move faster. In airports, they use moving sidewalks to help people travel from one end of the terminal to the other to keep them from missing their planes. Well, if we did that at the university campus, we could be able to reduce travel times from about 30 minutes down to less than 10 to 11. The sidewalks would be set up in this way. They would be broken up into multiple lengthwise sections to allow easy access on and off at various points across campus. And each section would be divided into 2 lanes, an express lane for those preferring to walk, and a standing lane for those who choose to or cannot walk down the entire length of the sidewalk. The divided lanes increases safety for all students moving across campus and mostly benefits those with lower mobility or permanent disabilities who are trying to help the most. The university might be hesitant about undertaking such a large infrastructure project, fearing high costs, long construction times, or a disruption of the campus aesthetic. But due to the fact that construction on the Ped Walkway extension is an undertaking right now, this would be a perfect time to undergo installation to avoid further destruction to the campus. For a cost analysis, we turn to the central mid-levels in Hong Kong linked below. As a comparison, our escalator is a little bit shorter, but doesn't have to cover anywhere near as much vertical distance. This escalator system in Hong Kong costs about $30 million of initial installation and about $1.6 million for yearly upkeep for the first 10 years. While this is a hefty price tag, the University of Tennessee shows that they're very committed to student comfort on campus. They just underwent a $250 million Phase 3 West Campus redevelopment program. The $30 million escalator system is well within the university's financial capabilities. The system, which would be the first in the country, would attract new students and increase the campus's reputation by making it far more easy to navigate across campus. The divided sections would travel along the historic Ped Walkway with its unique timeline of the University of Tennessee. And at the end of the trip, you would cross the walking bridge to the hill to get a nice view at the end of your trip.